Hi everyone, it's Kirchi. For this Polly Pocket showcase, I'm going to be showing the vintage Cinderella Enchanted Castle. Look how beautiful it is! This is the first Disney Polly Pocket that I have added to my collection. This is also one that my sister had when we were kids. I feel like she had a lot more Polly Pockets than I did. So far, she's had this one, Magical Move in Pollyville, what else? The Mermaid Book, and I just had Jewel Magic Ball. Not that I'm complaining because I love it, but anyway, let's take a look inside this enchanting castle. This is the beautiful Cinderella Enchanted Castle from 1995. How nostalgic is this? There is a lot going on here. Lots and lots of details, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It definitely has a princess fairy tale feel to it. My favorite color combo, pink and purple. On the bottom here, we have the Bluebird logo and the year, which is 1995. So we know that this is definitely authentic and original. First, I want to turn on the lights because that is one of the best parts of the set. There's a button here and there's 3 light modes. The first one is the front windows and some of the back windows here. And when you press it a second time, these windows light up and the tower up here. And on the third press, everything lights up. We have this one, the windows, the back windows. I love that it has 3 light modes. I think it makes it look very dramatic. And when you press it one last time, you can turn the lights off. I've turned off my lights so we can see how bright this is. This is the first mode, and as you can see, it is super bright. That is absolutely gorgeous. This is the fireworks that pulls out. That is so beautiful. And for the second mode, I love how dramatic this looks. It looks kind of haunted. This is beautiful. It's like Rapunzel's tower. Now for the brightest mode. I am just so in love with this. I can't believe how bright it still is all the way around here. Look how gorgeous. It looks good from every angle. Now it's time to go through all the wonderful details. First, we have the exterior. This is supposed to be grass. There's some cute trees here. I like how the rocks are purple. There's a little pond here with a bridge. Same thing on this side, but we don't have a pond. Just a nice area to walk or relax. All throughout this entire compact, we have this nice brick texture. It just makes it look like a real castle. Back here is where the batteries go. I just love how they repeated the textures and the patterns all throughout this compact. More textures up here in the towers. These floral patterns. There's also a lot of bushes and plants all throughout here. And more plants. We have miniature trees here, more hanging plants up here. It just looks so beautiful. I just love the silhouette and shape of this thing. I love the architecture, the pointed roof with the gold embellishments. I just can't get over how beautiful this is after all these years. We have a platform here for the characters. There's also this cute banister. I mentioned in my other showcases that I love miniature banisters. I just think it looks very dollhousey and cute. Then we get to the front door. This is the door to the castle, so let's open it up and look inside. I know this is bringing back a lot of memories for you guys as it is for me. Just seeing the inside of this thing, I'm taken all the way back to the 90s. First, we see this gigantic ballroom. This is where the ball takes place, where Cinderella meets Prince Charming. We can pull this down to reveal a beautiful banquet. There's tons of goodies here. We have bread, cupcakes, cake. They're actually just basic shapes, but every party has cupcakes, right? The graphic back there is actually a continuation of the graphic on the front. So here the curtains are closed and here they are open. Through those windows you can see the courtyard, we can see the garden and a starry night sky. This is the little kitchen area. This is the iconic scene in Cinderella where Prince Charming is trying to find the owner of the glass slipper. This is where they go to try it on. When you flip this over, we can see the other glass slipper. Here's some tea and snacks because you can't try on a stranger's shoes on an empty stomach. Here is a cute little kitchen. It just has some kettles and a few utensils. I love how cozy this looks. It looks like a cottage. There's a little door here. And when we open it, we can see a graphic of the horse transforming. And when you rotate the roof, we can turn it over to the pumpkin. The pumpkin is turning into a carriage, and the mouse is turning into a horse. On the other side is just an empty platform, just places to put the characters. There's a teeny tiny chair back there by a window. That just looks so cute and cozy. I don't know what it is about it. I would love to chill there. The upper level actually extends more. We can pull this out to reveal a dance platform. This is also how it stands. It's very stable and it's actually pretty large. Here is the grand staircase. It's so beautiful. I love the white and gold. And down here, what do we have? It's Cinderella's missing shoe. So she has a glass slipper here and another one here. Right up the grand staircase, we get to this beautiful dance platform. When you spin this little thing here, the platform turns. There's a clock here, and when you spin this, we can turn it to midnight. That's when the drama happens. Also, I could have sworn that when it turns midnight, it chimes. But maybe I'm thinking of a different set. I checked my resource online and it doesn't say that it makes any sound, but I clearly remember a chime. I don't know, let me know if I'm crazy or if you guys remember it the same way. Moving on, more beautiful buildings here. Just a beautiful area for the dolls to stand around, get their picture taken. I also love the continuation of the stairs here. Safety hazard though, no railings. Then we get to the highest tower. This tower opens up and we can put Cinderella right in there. There's also some fireworks here, so we saw this during the night. Here it is during daytime, and this clear plastic has beautiful glitter on it. The fireworks also have glitter. I just love this graphic so much. Of course, knowing the original Polly Pockets, they made use of every single area here. So underneath the castle are more details. Over here, you'll notice that there's a white little button here, and that's meant to be a little button that when you push it, the banquet table opens. I was wondering why I was having a hard time pulling it out. Then on this side, this is the courtyard and garden and starry night sky that we saw through the windows. Those graphics are so beautiful. It looks like an illustration from a fairy tale book. And as if there weren't enough details on this compact, all the way at the back, there's a drawer. This is where we can store all the characters. This is so handy because I absolutely hate it when a compact won't close because there's just too many pieces inside. And this solves that problem. How did they do it? How did they fit all these things and then some in this set? The more I look, the more I find just so many gorgeous details. This set comes with so many characters. I was so excited when I saw these, and most of them were in perfect condition. I only had to restore a few of them. There are 8 total here, and these are all the characters we're familiar with because we've already seen them in the Disney movie. First, we have a version of Cinderella in her rags outfit. This is the outfit she wore earlier in the movie because she is basically a servant to her stepmother and stepsisters. Against her will, of course. Then we have Cinderella in her ball gown that the fairy godmother made for her. It's the classic powder blue with the white puff sleeves and white gloves. This is basically the Cinderella that we all know. We see a lot of her during Halloween. Then we have Cinderella in her wedding dress. This is when she gets married to Prince Charming. Speaking of Prince Charming, here he is. He does have that classic prince look. You'll also notice that these characters are proportional, so they look like tiny humans. They're not stylized or overly exaggerated. I think they're really cute this way, and it works because they pretty much look exactly like the characters in the movie. Then we have the fairy godmother here. She's holding her magic wand and she is ready to grant some wishes. Here is Lady Tremaine, aka the stepmother. She does not look very pleased. I was so scared of her as a kid. She had the most evil look on her face. Here is her stepsister, Drizella. I remember laughing as a kid because the stepsisters had really big butts, but now that's the aesthetic. Why was this an insult back then? And here is the other stepsister, Anastasia. She looks very grumpy with her arms crossed. And lastly, we have this super iconic carriage. We all recognize this. This is one of the key pieces of the set. I just want to appreciate how beautiful the carriage has remained all these years. No signs of yellowing or any damage. It's still so glittery and sparkly, and the horses look absolutely gorgeous. That brought back so many memories for me, and I hope it did for you too. I love that the lights still work, although I could have sworn that the clock chimed when it reached midnight, but maybe I'm thinking about another set. In my Q&A video that I released on New Year's Day, people had asked me if I'm going to be collecting Disney Polly Pockets. My answer was yes. This is the first one that I have added to my collection. As far as the rest of them goes, I'm just waiting on some really good prices to come up. Right now they're really expensive, especially for complete sets. And I just have other toys right now that I want to prioritize, but I will add more Disney sets to my collection. Thank you for watching this Enchanted Polly Pocket Showcase, and I'll see you on the next one.